You're watching NFL Daily Brief, top football headlines made simple. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Before the NFL season begins, teams often make trades to address roster needs or move players who might be cut.
These trades frequently involve late-round draft picks or pick swaps, addressing depth or injury-related gaps.
One potential trade involves Bengals defensive end Trey Hendrickson, who could be headed to the Eagles.
The Eagles have a strong roster and owner willing to spend, but their defensive line depth is a concern.
The Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson might be traded to the Steelers.
This move could benefit the Steelers both for their future quarterback needs and their run-heavy offense.
The Bears could trade left tackle Braxton Jones to the Rams.
The Rams have left tackle concerns due to Alaric Jackson's health issues.
Wide receiver Adam Thielen could return to the Vikings from the Panthers.
The Vikings need receiver help due to injuries and a possible suspension.
The Patriots edge rusher Anfernee Jennings might be traded to the Lions for defensive depth.
The Lions could use Jennings, especially with Josh Paschal expected to miss time due to injury.
The Cowboys might trade defensive tackle Mozzie Smith to the Seahawks.
Smith has been a disappointment for the Cowboys, while the Seahawks have a need at defensive tackle.
The National Football League preseason has concluded, with teams finalizing their rosters for the 2025 season.
Many trades occurred before the season begins on September 4, reshaping team compositions across the league.
One significant trade involved the Dolphins and Steelers, exchanging cornerback Jalen Ramsey, tight end Jonnu Smith, and safety Minkah Fitzpatrick.
The Vikings also made a move, sending backup quarterback Sam Howell to the Eagles.
The Chiefs acquired defensive tackle Derek Nottie from the Jets, addressing their need for a veteran interior lineman.
This trade also included draft pick swaps between the two teams.
The 49ers acquired running back Brian Robinson Jr. from the Commanders for a sixth-round draft pick.
The Commanders saved salary cap space with this move and addressed their depth at the running back position.
The 49ers also traded for wide receiver Sky Moore from the Chiefs, bolstering their depleted receiving core.
The Broncos traded wide receiver Devon Vele to the Saints for draft picks.
The Jets strengthened their defensive line by acquiring defensive tackles Harrison Phillips and Joejuan Briggs.
These trades involved draft pick exchanges with the Vikings and Browns, respectively.
Joe Mixon will not be activated from the non-football injury list by the Tuesday deadline. This means he will be ineligible to play for at least the first 4 games of the season due to an ankle injury. Mixon injured his ankle during the offseason and will be moved to the reserve non-football injury list. At 29 years old, Mixon had an impressive 2024 season, rushing for 1,016 yards and 11 touchdowns. This performance earned him Pro Bowl honors in his first season with the Houston Texans. The Texans anticipated Mixon's potential absence and took steps to address the situation. They signed 4-time Pro Bowl running back Nick Chubb after his 7 years with the Cleveland Browns. The Texans also drafted Woody Marks out of the University of Southern California in the 4th round of the NFL Draft. This combination of veteran experience and young talent should help the Texans manage Mixon's absence. It will be interesting to see how the Texans' running back situation develops over the next few weeks. Fans are eager to see how Chubb and Marks perform in the early games. They are also hopeful for Mixon's speedy recovery and return to the field. Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver RB Meyers has requested a trade as he enters the final year of his contract.
The Raiders value Meyers and currently have no plans to fulfill his request.
Meyers signed a 3-year $33 million deal in 2023 after spending 4 seasons with the New England Patriots.
His current contract includes a base salary of $10.5 million and a cap hit of $14.98 million in 2025.
However, none of the remaining money on his contract is guaranteed.
Earlier this month, Meyers expressed uncertainty about his future with the Raiders.
He has spoken highly of new Raiders quarterback Geno Smith and their developing connection.
Meyers entered the league in 2019 as an undrafted free agent and has been a consistently productive receiver.
He achieved career-best numbers in his second season with the Raiders, recording over 1,000 receiving yards.
Meyers caught 87 passes for 1,027 yards and 4 touchdowns in 15 games.
The Raiders' wide receiver group includes Meyers, Trey Tucker, and rookies Dante Thornton and Jack Betch.
Meyers and Tucker are the only receivers on the team with at least 500 receiving yards in a season.
Terry McLaurin and the Washington Commanders agreed to a 3-year contract extension worth up to $96 million.
This deal ends McLaurin as hold-in and ensures he will be ready for the season opener against the New York Giants.
McLaurin will receive a $30 million signing bonus as part of this new contract.
Securing this deal allows the Commanders to retain their most consistent offensive player since 2019.
McLaurin, a two-time Pro Bowler, has consistently exceeded 1,000 receiving yards in each of his 5 seasons.
Although he had hoped for a quicker resolution, McLaurin expressed frustration during a July news conference.
He missed the start of training camp and incurred fines for his absence.
He also faced fines for missing mandatory minicamp in June.
Despite reporting later, he was placed on the physically unable to perform list with an ankle injury.
McLaurin was activated from the PUP list on August 16.
Washington reportedly used Pittsburgh Steelers receiver Deebo Samuel's contract as a benchmark for negotiations.
McLaurin's age was a consideration for Washington, as he will turn 31 when the extension begins.
The New Orleans Saints released veteran running back Cameron Akers as part of their initial roster cuts.
Akers, a second-round draft pick in 2020, joined the Saints in June, competing for a backup role behind Alvin Kamara.
Saints coach Kellen Moore acknowledged the difficulty of the decision, praising Akers as a capable running back.
Moore cited the depth of the running back room and Kendre Miller's phenomenal performance as contributing factors.
Akers expressed his reaction on social media, describing the National Football League as a crazy place.
He began his career with the Los Angeles Rams and has also played for the Houston Texans and Minnesota Vikings.
In 12 games with the Vikings last season, Akers rushed for 297 yards and 1 touchdown.
He also added 10 receptions for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns during his time in Minnesota.
The Saints running back room currently includes Alvin Kamara, Kendre Miller, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Devin Neal, Marcus Yarns, and Velus Jones Jr. are also currently in the running back group.
The Saints have not yet finalized their 53-man roster for the upcoming season.
This move leaves the Saints with several options at the running back position.
Los Angeles Rams left tackle Alaric Jackson is expected to return to practice next week.
Jackson has been dealing with blood clots in his lower leg but has been participating in individual drills and jog-throughs.
This is a similar situation to 2022 when he missed the final 9 games due to blood clots.
Head coach Sean McVay expects Jackson to participate fully in the upcoming week of practice.
McVay praised Jackson for his hard work and positive attitude throughout this process.
The team has been working diligently behind the scenes to understand and manage Jackson's health condition.
Quarterback Matthew Stafford, who has been dealing with a back issue, also fully participated in practice on Monday.
Stafford participated in the full week of practice last week as well.
McVay expressed confidence in Stafford's recovery and expects him to be ready for the season opener.
Jackson's initial leg discomfort was discovered in June during a team physical.
McVay emphasized the team's focus on Jackson's health and safe recovery.
Jackson started 14 games for the Rams in 2024 despite missing time due to injury and a violation of the National Football League's personal conduct policy.
He is a valuable member of the offensive line and the team is eager for his return. Running back Brian Robinson Jr. had his first practice with the San Francisco 49ers after an unusual couple of weeks.
Robinson described the experience as feeling like the first day of school, even admitting to getting briefly lost.
He wore number 30 and participated in a 62-minute workout on Monday.
The trade sending Robinson from the Washington Commanders to San Francisco was finalized over the weekend.
The Commanders received a 2026 sixth-round pick in return.
While Robinson acknowledged the Niners as a potential destination, he was unsure why he was traded.
He stated that the last week or two had been unusual but his goals remain unchanged.
Robinson aims to maintain the same process and expectations he set for himself earlier this year.
Upon arrival in San Francisco, he was immediately named the number 2 running back behind Christian McCaffrey.
Head coach Kyle Shanahan expressed his admiration for Robinson and his excitement about the acquisition.
The Niners had previously shown interest in Robinson during the 2022 National Football League draft.
Robinson said he is looking forward to working with McCaffrey and aims to form the best running back duo in the league.
The Minnesota Vikings have signed quarterback Carson Wentz and traded Sam Howell to the Philadelphia Eagles.
In return for Howell, the Vikings received a 5th-round pick in 2026 and a 7th-round pick in 2027.
Philadelphia also sent a 2026 sixth-round pick to Minnesota in the deal.
This gives the Vikings more draft capital to potentially pursue a veteran receiver.
The Vikings also released veteran quarterback Brett Rypien.
Wentz has played for 6 teams in as many seasons.
The Vikings hope he will quickly learn their offense, which is similar to the Los Angeles Rams system he played in last year.
Wentz also has a prior connection with Vikings quarterbacks coach Josh McCown from their time together on the Eagles.
The Vikings had difficulty finding a suitable backup quarterback.
Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones declined offers, anticipating McCarthy would be the starter.
Howell struggled during training camp and preseason.
This is the third time Howell has been traded since being drafted in 2022.
The Eagles needed another quarterback due to an injury to Tanner McKee.
Wentz was the second overall pick in the 2016 draft and had his best season in 2017.
Detroit Lions coach Dan Campbell believes this is his deepest roster since joining the team.
Campbell stated that this year feels the best from top to bottom compared to previous years.
He acknowledges that every roster has holes, but the team has improved each year.
With cut-down day approaching, Campbell and general manager Brad Holmes face tough decisions.
However, they are pleased with the offense, defense, and special teams heading into Week 1 against Green Bay.
Since 2021, the Lions have steadily improved their record under Campbell and Holmes.
Last season, the Lions led the National Football League in points per game for the second time in franchise history.
They lost both their offensive and defensive coordinators to head coaching positions elsewhere.
Despite this, Campbell remains confident in his squad, led by quarterback Jared Goff.
The team also boasts all-pro players like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Kirby Joseph, and Penei Sewell.
Detroit's defense ranked 7th in points allowed per game last season despite numerous injuries.
Campbell is also impressed with the defensive unit under new coordinator Kelvin Shepard.
Adam Schefter provides insights for fantasy football drafts, highlighting players who could outperform their average draft position.
He considers different league sizes, noting some players might be more valuable in larger leagues.
At quarterback, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are top early-round picks due to their passing and running abilities.
Baker Mayfield and Bo Nix are interesting middle-round options with dual-threat potential.
For late-round quarterbacks, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., and Trevor Lawrence offer upside.
At running back, Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs are top contenders for the number 1 pick.
Chase Brown and Bucky Irving are middle-round targets to consider.
Several late-round running backs, like Isaiah Pacheco and Jacare Kroski Merritt, could provide value.
Wide receiver is a deep position, with Jamar Chase and Amon-Ra St. Brown as early-round standouts.
Middle-round options include Marvin Harrison Jr. and Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Jordan Addison and Matthew Golden are potential late-round steals at wide receiver.
At tight end, Brock Bowers and Trey McBride are top early-round choices.
Sam Laporta and Evan Engram are solid middle-round picks.
Isaiah Likely and Theo Johnson are intriguing late-round tight ends with potential.
The National Football League regular season is upon us, and it is time for our annual ranking of the top 100 players.
This list is created by 10 of our expert analysts and insiders, projecting the best players for the 2025 season.
The Philadelphia Eagles lead with 10 players on the list, followed by the Detroit Lions with 8.
Quarterbacks and wide receivers dominate the rankings, each with 15 players represented.
Let us delve into the rankings, beginning with players ranked 100 through 76.
Seattle Seahawks cornerback Tariq Woolen starts us off at number 100, despite 2 Pro Bowl appearances.
Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray is projected to have his best season since 2020.
Seahawks offensive tackle Garrett Bowles is the longest-tenured Broncos player.
Jacksonville Jaguars edge rusher Josh Allen is aiming for another explosive season after shedding some weight.
San Francisco 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy is looking forward to a healthy and successful season after signing a lucrative contract.
Washington Commanders offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil brings his size and strength to the team. The National Football League Rank Project highlighted the top 100 players, but some deserving players were omitted.
Several National Football League executives, coaches, and scouts weighed in on players they felt should have been included.
Los Angeles Chargers left tackle Joe Alt impressed as a rookie and is expected to excel further.
Minnesota Vikings edge rusher Jonathan Greenard has a high sack count and impressive pass rush win rate.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive tackle Vita Vea is a dominant force in the run game and pass rush.
Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Devonta Smith consistently produces despite playing in a run-heavy offense.
Baltimore Ravens defensive tackle Nnamdi Madubuike is expected to have a strong 2025 season.
Buffalo Bills running back James Cook is coming off back-to-back Pro Bowl selections.
New York Giants edge rusher Brian Burns has the potential for increased production in his second year with the team.
Carolina Panthers cornerback J.C. Horn is a versatile player who excels in various roles.
Pittsburgh Steelers cornerback Jalen Ramsey is expected to have a resurgence after being traded.
Indianapolis Colts defensive tackle DeForest Buckner consistently performs at a high level despite missing games last year.
These players represent a group of talented individuals who could have easily made the top 100 list.
Their contributions to their respective teams are significant and deserve recognition.
The roster cut-down deadline for all 32 teams for the 2025 National Football League season is Tuesday at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Time.
Each front office must trim its active roster to 53 players by that time.
This means there will be plenty of cuts, trades, practice squad additions, and roster moves over the next 2 days.
We are tracking all of this activity for you.
Here's the latest intel, including notable moves and what our reporters are hearing on what could lie ahead.
We will keep this live tracker updated through the deadline on Tuesday, so keep checking back to stay up to date.
You can find quick links to roster projections and depth charts.
Also available are links to the trade tracker and fantasy football draft guide.
You can even sign up to play fantasy football.
We are actively tracking cuts, trades, and other moves around the league.
Stay tuned for more updates as the deadline approaches.
We will continue to provide comprehensive coverage of all roster transactions.
Trey Hendrickson and the Cincinnati Bengals are in a contract dispute, leading to trade rumors.
This situation stems from Hendrickson outperforming his initial 4-year, $60 million contract signed in 2021.
He has since earned 4 Pro Bowl selections and significantly outperformed other edge rushers who signed similar deals around the same time.
The edge rusher market has exploded, with players like Nick Bosa resetting the bar with deals exceeding $34 million annually.
Hendrickson received a 1-year extension in 2023, but it was not enough to match his current market value.
The Bengals are hesitant to offer more guaranteed money beyond the first year of any contract, a common practice for them.
Trade rumors could be a negotiating tactic to pressure Hendrickson into accepting less guaranteed money.
However, it is also possible that the Bengals are genuinely considering trading him due to the ongoing stalemate.
Hendrickson is seeking a contract comparable to other top edge rushers, likely around $40 million per year with substantial guarantees.
The Bengals' defense struggled last season despite Hendrickson's strong performance, ranking 27th in defensive EPA per play.
While Hendrickson excels as a pass rusher, he is not known for his run defense, a significant weakness for the Bengals.
Trading Hendrickson would create a substantial hole in their defense, but it might be financially necessary.
Fantasy football drafts prioritize value, but personal preferences also play a role.
This round-by-round analysis offers insight into draft day considerations, highlighting key players.
Average draft position data ensures the roadmap is applicable to a wide range of drafts.
The first round often involves selecting the best available player.
Bijan Robinson is a highly desirable pick if available.
Other running backs in the first round have more significant drawbacks.
Elite wide receivers like Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb are solid alternatives.
Jonathan Taylor is a strong second-round option, but other running backs are also appealing.
Targeting a top tight end like Trey McBride in the third round can provide a competitive edge.
McBride has shown strong potential with a high target share and fantasy point production.
The fourth round presents an opportunity to draft a top dual-threat quarterback.
Players like Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts offer significant rushing contributions.
James Conner is a reliable fifth-round pick despite his age.
Trayvon Henderson is a promising rookie running back in the sixth round.
Damian Woody believes the Denver Broncos have the potential to win the Super Bowl this season.
Broncos ownership has entrusted coach Sean Payton and general manager George Paton to build a championship team.
Running back J.K. Dobbins has noted the team is investing significant resources into their new state-of-the-art facility and roster.
Payton is focusing on building a team based on youth and a strong foundation, rather than relying heavily on the salary cap.
He has openly stated the Broncos are aiming for Super Bowl 60 and has emphasized the importance of a winning culture.
Payton is prioritizing building the team from the inside out, focusing on the offensive and defensive lines.
The Broncos had to navigate a significant dead money charge after releasing Russell Wilson.
This led to the drafting of Bo Nix and a shift towards a younger roster.
The team is also moving away from using voidable years in contracts.
Payton has emphasized the importance of ownership support and collaboration within the organization.
He learned valuable lessons about roster construction from Bill Parcells, particularly about building through the trenches.
The Broncos have invested heavily in their offensive line, making it one of the highest paid in the league.
7 new head coaches joined the National Football League this year, and it is interesting to analyze their potential for success.
Our model considers team quality, roster age, and quarterback performance to project wins over the next 5 seasons.
Brian Schottenheimer inherits a talented Dallas Cowboys team with a recent history of winning.
Ben Johnson takes over the Chicago Bears, who have a promising young quarterback in Caleb Williams.
Liam Cohen will work with Trevor Lawrence in a young Jacksonville Jaguars roster.
Aaron Glenn joins the New York Jets, hoping to end their long playoff drought.
Pete Carroll takes on the Las Vegas Raiders, blending experience with a youthful roster.
Mike Vrabel returns to the New England Patriots, aiming to restore their former glory.
Kellen Moore faces a rebuilding situation with the New Orleans Saints.
Schottenheimer has the highest projected win total, benefiting from the Cowboys' established roster.
Johnson is close behind, with Williams poised for continued growth.
Cohen, Glenn, and Carroll all have intriguing situations with the potential for quick turnarounds.
Vrabel and Moore have more challenging paths, needing to develop their quarterbacks and teams.
It will be fascinating to see how each coach navigates their unique circumstances in the coming years.
Aiden Hutchinson is projected to lead the league in sacks for 2025, despite a season-ending injury shortening his 2024 season.
This projection is based on a statistical model considering past performance, projected snaps, and opposing quarterback sack rates.
The model also accounts for factors like pass rush win rate, team win totals, player age, and how often they line up at edge versus the interior.
Hutchinson showed significant improvement in 2024 with a remarkable 35% pass rush win rate before his injury.
Micah Parsons, known for his consistency, is projected for 12 sacks, slightly below his usual range of 12 to 14.
Trey Hendrickson, despite back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons, is projected for only 11.4 sacks due to age and a difficult quarterback schedule.
Myles Garrett is projected for 10.9 sacks, potentially hampered by the Browns' projected poor performance.
TJ Watt, despite a slightly down year in 2024, is still projected for a strong 10.7 sacks.
Jonathan Greenard is projected for 10.5 sacks, benefiting from a high blitz rate from defensive coordinator Brian Flores.
Max Crosby is also projected for 10.5 sacks, aided by a favorable schedule of opposing quarterbacks prone to being sacked.
Danielle Hunter, despite leading the league in pass rush win rate in 2024, is projected for 9.8 sacks due to age and Houston's schedule.
The model also projects 9.8 sacks for Jerry Hughes and 9.7 for Nick Bosa based on their past performances and current situations.
The National Football League season is approaching quickly, prompting both casual and serious sports bettors to prepare their wagers.
There are numerous betting options available, including spread, moneyline, totals, player props, and futures.
However, achieving consistent wins requires more than simply betting on favorite teams.
Sportsbooks employ extensive data and expertise, making it challenging to outperform them without a strategic approach.
Therefore, it is advisable to follow reputable professional bettors and stay informed through podcasts and shows.
This information provides valuable insights for both beginners and experienced bettors.
Consider placing spread and total bets early in the week, before significant fluctuations occur.
While betting close to kickoff is acceptable, it is not optimal for maximizing potential returns.
Look-ahead lines are often available a week in advance, although injuries can introduce risk.
These early lines can offer favorable prices, as totals and spreads can shift considerably throughout the week.
Key numbers, representing common point margins and totals, play a crucial role in National Football League betting.
Understanding these key numbers is particularly important for spread betting, as they can significantly impact outcomes.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.